Good afternoon, this is Robert Marr from the law office of Robert J. Marr, PC. I want to spend a few minutes today talking to you about the H-1B visa. Work visa essentially gives you the authorization to work for an employer here in the United States. The H-1B works kind of like this. There are a certain number of visas set aside every year for this H-1B visa category. What happens is an employer finds an employee that it wants to hire. And as a result of that interest in hiring the employee, what they do is they register for a lottery, essentially. And if they are picked in the lottery, they're given the opportunity to put in an application to quote unquote sponsor the non-US citizen worker. The first thing the US employer has to do is file the labor certification application. And what that does is it sets the prevailing wage for a particular type of job. The US employer is only allowed to hire a foreign worker or a non-US citizen employee if they are paying the prevailing wage in the United States. The idea is that you don't want U.S. employers hiring employees from overseas and paying them a lot less than U.S. employees would get for that same job. Once that application is done, the employer can file Form I-129, which is the application for the H-1B visa for the beneficiary. Government asks for certain information about the company or the business, and then it makes its determination whether or not it wants to grant the H-1B visa to the employee or to the beneficiary. It's a useful visa and a helpful visa because it's good for 3 years. It allows a person to ultimately apply for a green card if the employer at the end of a set period of time wants to petition for that employee to get a green card. Some of the downsides are that it's renewable. It's not an immigrant visa. It doesn't automatically lead to a green card, but it does allow the person who has the H-1B visa to apply for a green card through an employer at the end of a set period of time. It's a visa that I received probably among the most inquiries about when it comes to work visas and work authorizations. It's a really popular visa, especially with students who have been here in the United States on an F1 and maybe have worked for a year in OPT status after they've graduated from college and then want to stay on and have an employer who will sponsor them for this H-1B visa. If you have any further questions about it, call me at 212-939-7548 or email at rmar@robertmarlaw.com. Thanks very much and have a good day.